reporting. So what we want to accomplish today is we want to be able to set up your case managers so that they can access data from provider accounts, whether they be a provider's primary account or their secondary account. Okay, that's pretty easy. So first step is you want to go in here, you're on your admin tab and user, and you have a list here. So you hit that list.
Hold on just a second. I didn't have Therap open.
Okay. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm still logging in.
Okay.
Okay, user tab list.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to find the case manager you're working with, and you want to click on their name, username here.
All right.
That's going to open up their user account. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first thing you want to verify is that their user type is case manager. Okay. If they're not a user type case manager, then you can't do this. Okay. And you should be able to switch them, so they may be a regular user, and you can just switch them to case manager. Okay. Now you want to come down to this button that says update and go to privilege. Okay. And most of your accounts should look like this. You have a profile. You have this initial profile, and that initial profile has a super role and a caseload. Okay? And this is what allows your service coordinators to go in and do all their case management stuff. Write their plans, write their case notes, and do the quarterly monitoring report. Okay? So now we're going to create a profile for them to be able to log into their account and then see data in other providers' accounts. So the first thing is you have this under profiles, you have initial regular. Okay? I would change the name of that. And so you change the name of that by just clicking on it. Okay? And instead of naming this initial, I would call this internal case management. No, we'll let you do all that. So just do, you can just do internal, or you can do internal CM. Up to you. Okay?
Okay.
Now, yep. Okay?
What did you say?
Now, you want to change that to internal CM, or just internal. It's up to you. You're going to try and differentiate their profiles between doing internal stuff and doing external stuff.
So if they're doing internal stuff, does that mean they're with a CSP, or does that mean they're doing their conflict-free? I'm confused by what you're calling internal versus external.
Well, internal means your agency, where you work. So this is where you do your case management stuff, your case notes and your ISP plan.
So this would be the conflict-free case manager account?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by conflict-free case manager account. So
the account
explain to me.
that only the case manager uses.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Yep. And so now we want to click on Add Profile here. Okay. And we want to give this a name, and we're going to call this External CM. Profile type, we want it to be Case Manager. And then we hit Add here. All right. And then it shows up top. Now we want to hit Super Role. And you only have one choice here. And that's going to be your shareable case management. So this is a super role that was created within the state oversight account. And they dictate what case managers are able to see inside the accounts of other providers. Okay, you can't edit this. Okay, and you want to hit Choose here. So now, by assigning them a shareable super role, you are saying this is what you get to see in other providers' accounts. Okay? And now you want to hit Add Caseload. Okay? And you want to choose the one associated with that case manager. So it'll have a name. It'll have their username next to it, user. Okay? Hit Add here. X out of it. And you see you have two different caseloads here. So for this first one, the internal, you see the caseload is called ACPMC. And then this one for the, pardon me, external is ACMC. All right. Looks good. And then you hit Save. And it's as simple as that. So does that seem reasonable?
I think so. I just need to walk through it a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sure I can do it.
All right.
So Jeff, if they're using a secondary account when they're in the external, well, if the CSP is just doing the secondary account, they'll still have to go through document storage though, right?
Correct. Yep. So
can they see our stuff though? Can they see our stuff through that secondary account?
They will not. Nope.
Only the ones that have the primary account?
I'm sorry. Ask that question again.
Only the CSPs that shows the primary access, right? Can see it. They can see our ISPs and stuff. Isn't that what you were saying? Or what I
Everybody,
heard?
you know, whether they have a primary or a secondary, they'll be able to see your ISPs.
Okay, so they will be able to. Okay.
Yep. So now what they'll do, and I have those 7 webinars next week for case managers. What they will do now is when they log in, okay, they have to now go in and switch their profile. So they're going to go here to switch profile. Okay? Choose external. Hit switch.
So they're choosing external when they want to view a CSP account and internal
Correct.
when they're just
Correct.
in their own work.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct. So now, then, so say they want to look at a person, all right, so they want to switch provider. I'm sorry, I'm in a hotel in New York City and the internet's pretty slow. And then they want to go into, so they'll have a list here of all the providers. Okay? LifeScape, LifeQuest, Echo, which is now Valiant Living, Southeastern Behavioral, whatever. Okay? Choose that provider.
Do we have to add those providers, Jeff, or will they already be there?
Oh, they'll be there automatically. So if if they have somebody on their case, so their caseload, so when they go to do switch provider here, they will see the providers who serve somebody on their caseload. Their access is caseload based. So they will only see, so if you live in, the Southeast region, you would only see, if you work in the Southeast region, you would only see the Southeast providers here.
Okay.
The people who on your caseload got case management. Okay?
Okay.
Click on that residential provider or, service provider. And again, like we had shown people before, they probably just want to go to that individual's homepage. And from there, they'll be able to do the document storage. And we'll show them how to, so when we do that webinar, so when we do those webinars next week, I'll show providers, or I'm sorry, I'll show case managers how they would get information from secondary accounts and of CSPs, and how they get some of the data from primary accounts. Because how they get some of the data will look different depending on whether the person has the CSP has a primary or secondary account linked. And I will provide them with a list of who has a primary account. That's probably just the easiest way to do it.
So when they're doing when they do their ISPs, do they have to do it in the secondary account?
No,
they don't have to.
They wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
So right now I'm in my secondary profile, okay, and I could find it, but I can't
do a new one.
Yep, I'd have to switch. I'd have to switch my my profile back.
Okay.
And actually, I'd have to log out and log back in to do that.
Once you've switched over to external CM, you can't switch your profile again without logging out?
Correct. And every time you log into the system, you go to your primary profile, which is your internal case management. This is really slow. I guess I can. I said when I first logged, when the last time I was in here, it didn't say switch profile. Apparently I can. Now I can switch back to my internal. So yeah, you don't have to log out and log back in. All right. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Would you like me to repeat it?
Well, I kind of just want to walk through doing it.
Okay.
So I don't, to make sure I can do it right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not finding, I'm doing something wrong because I'm, oh, I think maybe I figured it out. Yeah. Okay. So when we add the profile after we select their name, and then we've gone to update, go to privilege,
Oh,
name
can I call you back?
internal. What?
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, yep. Can Amy, can I make you the presenter and I can look at your screen?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. So you're now the presenter?
So just click show my screen.
Yep. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So type in, I will type in external here. Okay, profile type is going to be case manager. Perfect.
Okay.
Now hit, yep, now hit super role.
Here?
Nope,
No,
the
here.
one you did, yep. Okay, and
Case
choose that
management.
super role. Choose, yep. Perfect. Now click on add caseload down there. Choose Nate, yep. Okay, then X out of it. And then scroll down to the bottom and click on that box that says multi-provider SCOM. Perfect. Now hit save. That's it.
Okay.
Now, Amy, are you the only one, are you the only kind of supervisor?
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're on this user list, pardon me, click on your username. Okay? Yeah, so all right, so that's not going to work for you. Let's leave this the way it is right now, and then let me talk to so do you want access to external?
To view CSP accounts?
Yeah.
I don't know if I need that.
All
What
right,
I'm
so
going to need is to be able to view what?
Yeah, let's leave it the way it is right now. Well, think about it, and if you want access to it, then we'll have to do something different.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
cool.
trying to think if there's, I don't know that there's going to be a reason for me to view a CSP account.
Right, sure. No, I understand that.
Okay. So should I save this or just X out or what?
Yeah, just X out of it. Or just go back to your dashboard, either one. All right. Any other questions?
I don't think so. I'm going to walk through one more. Okay, case manager.
Perfect. Amy, you're going to teach tomorrow's class.
I don't think so.
All right.
Nice try.
You know, you can't blame a guy for trying.
What?
All right. You can't blame me for trying.
No, you can't. So
All right.
I think I got it now. I wrote down all my steps, and I think I got it figured out this time.
Great.
So,
all right. Cool.
Thanks for your help, Jeff.
No problem. Any other questions?
I don't think so. That's all we have to do as supervisors.
Yep, that's it.
To get them so they can view, and then you're going to set up training next week with the case managers so that they learn how to toggle between their accounts.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
No problem. Katie, Anthony, or Tyler, do you guys have any questions?
Jeff, this is Katie. I guess I believe I've already done that for all of them now while I was sitting here listening. And so the question that I have though, and I think it was kind of asked, but I'm not sure I understood, is so how will community support providers have access to read our case management system? Will it be similar?
So what will happen is, so let me show you. So the plan is shareable, okay, across accounts. So what they will do is they will go in and we don't have one approved. So they will go in and from the individual tab, they will come down here to individual support plan and unified search. Oops. And it'll show us a list of people, and then they'll find it that way.
Okay, so they will be able to see ours. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. And but that's the only thing. That's the only thing from your account they'll be able to see.
Is the ISP.
Correct. Yep.
Will that include the agenda, personal focus worksheet? Does that include all of them?
Yeah, it includes all three of the documents that are part of the ISP process. Absolutely.
Okay. So maybe somebody else asked that, but I apologize if I'm making you repeat anything.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
So are they, once the case manager has written the ISP in their internal account and the CSP views it, is there a way for the CSP to like migrate the ISP goals and stuff into their primary or secondary?
There's not now.
No. So they just have to retype everything.
Correct.
Okay.
Will there be a copy, will they be able to copy out of ours so they can do a copy and paste ordeal?
Yep, they can, yep.
And we should be able to do that on ours too, right?
Correct, yep, from their documents, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So this will not include the quarterly though, because that's a global document or whatever it's called. It's not global.
Right, yeah, the CSP will not have access to that.
So then how do we make sure that they see that? Would we send that through an SCOM? Would we and will SCOM work for this?
So let's do, I'm not sure if you can send that through SCOM or not. Let me double check here. Nope, there's not a way to send it as an SCOM.
You could do a PDF though and attach it.
Yeah, you could. Yep, you could display the PDF and then do it. Yep. I wasn't aware that you needed to share that with them.
Yeah, according to rule,
required by rule.
Yeah, we have to share it with the entire team.
So we can go over that. We can go over that on the webinars next week. The question is going to be, so who would you share it with? The service coordinator?
It has to be shared with the whole team, so you have to mail it to the guardian, the person supported, and and the rest of their team. So the program coordinator and residential supervisor, day supervisor.
Right. So you have a couple options. So some of those people are not going to be in Therap. So, you know, for right now, the guardians, the individual, but not in Therap. There's going to be a limited number of people that are going to be in secondary accounts. You know, it's typically going to be the quality assurance people who write the CIRs and the service coordinator. And I'm not sure, you know, it's probably going to vary by CSP how, you know, what staff get put in secondary accounts. So
Okay.
you have to kind of figure, we're going to have to kind of work out how that's going to get shared. And my thought is, if you're going to, there's definitely going to be people there that you don't have to, that you have to share it with it on Therap. So maybe you share it outside of Therap.
Yeah, so you could just download the PDF and then send it to everybody who needs it by an email, couldn't you?
You could, yes. All right. Any other questions? All right. Folks, have a good evening.
You
All
too.
right, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.